exercise today. Went all the way to Bang Me 362 across the highway, and I had to wait so long to get my Bang Me. It's just ridiculously busy. It seems to me as if there's a definite missing niche in the market for another Bang Me outlet up here. It's just crazy. There's just not enough to service the area. So some Asian guy actually yelled out to me when my Bang Me was ready, because the girl yelled at me Vietnamese, and in the past they come out and give it to you because they know you don't speak their language. There's a fair chance you're not speaking Vietnamese or understand it. But today, because they were busy, they just yelled it out, expecting me to. Well, luckily the guy with an American accent looked, he could be Vietnamese. He told me it was my order, so otherwise it'd be stuffed. Late afternoon Farbo, about 4:30 in the afternoon, because I've got a dental appointment at 11:30 tomorrow morning, so I don't want to have any complications with the hot chili sauce impeding my movement to the dentist. So I'll eat today, and I might fast tomorrow actually. Wouldn't be a bad thing to do. I've eaten enough food today, so. But I want to get my greens, which I love about the Farbo here. Got stacks of greens, really healthy. There's a bit of a sewery smell here when it's just sat down. No wonder no one else was outside, but it seems to have dispersed. But that would not have been pleasant for eating dinner. But anyway, we've just got enough light, I think. Oh, they've got lights up here too. I thought they have it on at night. They go up till about 8 o'clock, so pretty long hours, but not many people out and about right now eating. There's a couple of diners indoors, and that's about it, so it's pretty quiet. We usually come at rush hour in the morning, but see how the soup tastes at night, early evening. Quiet time of the day it is, so I'll go see what I usually do. You get all the vegetables there, and what I do is break this up into small strips, throw it in, and mint leaves I crush between my fingers, and I squeeze the lime into the mix, and also all the bean shoots, mix that all in there, and make sure I have a liberal amount of the chili sauce and that other brown sauce. Not sure what that one is, but there's other condiments there as well you can add if you want, but that's basically what I do. I don't generally go with that stuff either. So that's how I eat my pho. For the cafe soda woman on wheels, and I saw her. Well, I saw one of them. She went straight past here, but she kept going. She went right down the end of the street, and I think she's turned the corner. I wish she'd stop so I could actually buy something off her. It's driving me nuts. Because I had my Farbo yesterday afternoon, so I didn't want to eat this morning. So, but I just want to drink. It's just ridiculous. I don't know where she's gone. I'll go down the main strip. This is crazy. I must have been just lucky catching her a couple of times. Just got the right time of day. But yeah, it's just absurd to have to go hunting around for these people. Maybe it is illegal. I've got a reasonable hike to get to the dentist. I've got an appointment with BF Dentistry, a Korean dentistry practice. They're quite high tech, all nicely set up, and I've been to them before, and they told me there's no problem with my teeth, so I think they're pretty damn honest. So I'm going to get a checkup and a teeth clean, which I haven't had for about a few years. The last time was there, so it's almost 3 years, so I think we're well overdue for some teeth cleaning. And it's the timing's not great because the bloody you can hear thunder all around me, so I'm just hoping I don't get caught in a thunderstorm. It's an 11:30 appointment. They rang me yesterday on the phone, and they can't find details of me because I've changed phone numbers, and that again is because of COVID. So the unexpected consequences of COVID. Look, I might as well go across this way because I don't normally walk on this side of the road, so we'll see what's down there. But I think I'm happy with them, and the price is probably high compared to some local Vietnamese. You can get some ridiculously cheap dentistry, but this is bona fide stuff, and it's going to be about 900,000 all up, which is probably the equivalent of about $55 Australian. So by Australian standards, it's a bargain. You go to a dentist in Australia and you're talking hundreds, even for something like that. So I'm pretty happy with that, and as I say, I don't mind paying a little extra. I don't want people stuffing around my eyes or my teeth or whatever. Get people that are qualified. Just the way I am, a bit more conservative in that area. But look, there may be some fantastic local practitioners that do dentistry for a song here. I did go to a place years ago, and I wasn't overly impressed actually with the way they operated. I want them to operate more on Western standards. So yeah, like I say, it's still cheap in my eyes, and it's not like I get it done every day anyway. It's been almost 3 years, so well overdue. I'm glad I'm doing it, and hopefully it'll go well. We'll see. Hopefully I don't get drenched in the process again. God, these drivers around here they're all over the place. They're always doing U-turns and crap, and they're shockers. Got to really watch out for the cars. They don't drive fast, thank God, but they're hard to pick what's going through their heads. So you got to be a defensive walker. Anyway, it's quite mild because of the cloud cover. Good for walking. Just hopefully just won't piss down. That's my only. There's a huge fitness place, gigantic. Some interesting buildings around here, I'll give them that. I'm in two minds about being here. I mean, if I was in District 1, you just walk out the door and you're just totally confronting it. It's humanity sprawling everywhere. But here, it's much more laid back, and you can take your time and breathe a little easier. And there's a bit more foliage around, and yeah, it's a nicer sort of atmosphere. And it's not that expensive. If you go to like that place over there, Vietnam, where I was yesterday, I mean, they're quite reasonable. They only charged me $70 actually yesterday for my Fireball. I think she picked the wrong size. Or it might be the time of day, I don't know. I'm not going to complain anyway. So, as I say, quality as usual. I'm pretty happy with it. So, this place here, I haven't seen this one before. This might be, a lot of these are Korean, but that looks interesting. Might be a decent place. And I don't garrot myself on. Yeah, so I haven't walked down this side of the road really. I haven't properly explored the area. It's some of these places they're charging like $250,000 for like barbecues and stuff, and you can go to $500,000. I might do it the last week. I might splurge and do some stuff like that, but I'm just happy to have the local cuisine. I like it. But I really should wander down some of these streets, check out every street in the area before I leave. Still got plenty of time to do it. Doesn't worry me. Well, you can hear that. That's the thunder I'm talking about. It sounds pretty threatening. Almost there, thank God. So I might get there early and shelter. Might be a good thing. It's got to be. It's the one after this, I think. Oh, this is the one. Looks like it's this one in the. I'll go down here because this. Oh, that's just modern. No, this definitely looks like the road it's in. So, a place there. Huh? Didn't even know it existed. So, maybe I should give it a go. Although I won't do it today, but at least I know it's here. And you have to wait so damn long to get to the other one. So, yeah, okay, well that's good. Now there's the dentist just there. So I did have the right road. So I didn't do too badly, didn't really need my GPS at all. And I'm fairly early, and it is starting to rain, big surprise. So, Hi. Well, massage girls, I guess. Well, the cleaning got rid of a lot of plaque and crap. But I shouldn't have gone for the examination, which was next to 300, because the dentist took about, seriously, 2 minutes to determine there was no cavities, nothing, no issues. I think it's better if I just, I should have just basically just gone with my gut feeling and said I didn't want to have the examination. They didn't force it on me this time. Previously they did. I mean, it's prudent to do it, but you know, I didn't have any issues, but it cost me 300 to have that confirmed, so that's like 2 happy hours. I mean, that's worse than what bar girls do to you. that dentist was even more ruthless than the bar girls. No, it's good news anyway. Total clean bill of health, so happy to get that result. Now I've just got to get back to my room without being drowned, and see how we go. Yeah, I was talking to her. There was a guy there who spoke fluent English. He's half Korean, and he lived in the States for many years. Well, he must have had citizenry because he was actually in the military. So it was good he was there, because he could basically just talk through it. But what he did tell me, which is really interesting, is that that a lot of their customers now are Vietnamese at that particular clinic. And actually there was a young woman with a couple of kids, and she was Vietnamese in the waiting room before I went upstairs. So not unusual now to have, there's definitely a growing middle class in Vietnam. And he also told me that, you know, a lot of Vietnamese are now moving into District 7. So I thought of it as being exclusively a Korean place, but it's not. There's Vietnamese here, and yet they're still dining at Korean places. That's the interesting thing. It's like Westerners loving Vietnamese food. I guess it's Koreans like that Asian variation, having the Korean variation. So yeah, a bit of information about the area from someone who knows. He's been here 3 years, so I guess he knows what he's talking about. He seemed like a nice guy, and yeah, I can feel those gaps in my teeth. He was quite astounded how much plaque they got out of my teeth, because it'd been 3 years, and he told me, gave me some advice on my my flossing techniques, which could definitely be improved apparently. So that's I'll take that advice and floss a lot deeper to get closer to the gums. Apparently that's what you've got to do. But I don't think, at least these people in these professions are never happy with what the lay people do, I don't think. There's always something you can do to improve, so anyway. But the main thing is, no fillings required, no major dental work required. Everything's fine. Ah, boy. And it's absolute crap weather out. Hope it clears before I want to go to number 5 bar, because I don't want to have to get a taxi there. My exchanger just back there was actually, I think it's slightly better than online. It's amazing. 8,350,000 I got, which is pretty damn good. So it's very close to the same, I would say, but they always give a good rate there, always. And the thing is, they're bloody quiet at the moment. You compared to what it's usually a real bun fight to get to that counter. There was only one other person. Hasn't been the greatest weather either. I think that's put people off. Ben Thung's a bloody morgue here. It's unbelievable. Yeah, everything's changed. Much quieter. So it's going to take some time for the place to recover. But hopefully we'll get this damn metro working soon. That would be good. But yeah, things take time. It's like Australia, the infrastructure. They're about the same as us. They take their time. Anyway, I'll head to the bar and I'll probably pick up some jerky if the lady wants it. We'll see. Which not going to bother until I sit down for one beer and I can head off and buy the jerky. Like I say, it stops me drinking too for a small amount of time, so that's got to be a bonus. I've just got to try to pace myself, but it's very difficult when you have a whole lot of attractive women continually refilling your glasses. This makes it almost impossible. At 6:30, I turned up at number 5 bar about 4:45, and it was a shocker today. Just as bad as it's ever been, and I got totally ignored by the girls. They were a different group of girls. I mean, there's one I knew, I thought she was quite nice, but she just ignored me as well. And there were a group of Asian guys who were buying lots of lady drinks, who were getting all the attention when I turned up. And it just didn't get any better. It's actually very busy there tonight on Wednesday night. And I got ignored totally by them. I mean, no one even, the only person who had a chat was actually the Tiger girl, and that was only like a cursory chat for a very short time. So in effect, I got totally ignored, and it really pissed me off. And it's the old pattern with number 5 bar. You'll have certain nights that are good, other nights that are just total crap. I've had a run of about 4 nights where it's been fabulous, and tonight it turned on me, totally turned on me. I just spat the dummy and left after at about 6:30 rather than going through till 7:30 when it finishes. So I probably had about 5 drinks and I'm still fairly sober, which is not a bad thing, but yeah, it's 6:37 right now. The reason I'm having a walk is because I checked out the cost of getting back home with Grab, and it's double what it normally is because it's actually still peak hour. So I might as well just go for a long wander. Maybe that's the other thing. You heard that woman scream. That's what was happening with the manager there too. She was screaming out at the car staff like a banshee. It's really unpleasant. I hate it. And so yeah, it's just been a real downer. Buggered if I want to pay $88,000 to get a Grab bike back. I'm going to have to wait till later. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I could go to the little bar. At least I could have a talk to Lee there. Yeah, I'm outside Retro and it looks fairly dead. I can't even see anybody behind the glass, so that doesn't mean there's not lurking. Certainly when it comes to manpower at this place, no one seems to care. That's the looks exactly the same as it has for years, and its reputation does precede it on Google, and a few people have said it's a rip-off joint. So unless they change radically, their reputation's going to cruel their business for some time. But I don't know they could really care. Maybe that's not such a great bar, but I suppose at least that sort of crap doesn't occur. I mean, I haven't given up on number 5 bar, but I'll tell you what, there's no alternatives. It's basically it or nothing, because the rest of them had their own problems. But that was a bad night all round, a really bad. I'm going to buy myself a couple of beers and just drink them at home. Fuck it. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.